have a question. Did Iran really strike one of America's most powerful warships? Or is this another battle of claims and counterclaims in an already explosive region? Welcome to TimesXP. It's me, Dhritiyatri. And a dramatic video has begun circulating in Iranian media, specifically showing what appeared to be anti-ship cruise missiles launching from the coastline of Iran and racing across the sea. According to the claim, these missiles, they were aimed at a massive target, the American aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln CVN-72, one of the most powerful warships on the planet. Well, the carrier, operated by the United States Navy, is a floating military city. It weighs about 100,000 tons, runs on nuclear power, and it can carry nearly 90 fighter jets and helicopters. In simple terms, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just a ship. It is a mobile airbase designed to project American power anywhere in the world's ocean. Here, Iranian outlet linked to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps claimed that the missiles were fired as the carrier sailed closer to the sensitive waters near the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most important shipping routes on the planet. In fact, if you know, then nearly 1/5 of the world's oil passes through this narrow waterway connecting the Persian Gulf with the Gulf of Oman. According to Iranian narrative, well, this missile, they were launched when the carrier group was roughly about 300 to 350 kilometers away from Iran's coastline. So, if that is true, then that would demonstrate Iran's ability to threaten large Navy targets, and that too far away from its shores using long-range cruise missiles. But wait, here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. Despite the bold claims, Iran has not presented independent or verifiable evidence proving that the carrier was actually hit. Soon after the report spread online, the United States Central Command, they released fresh images showing the USS Abraham Lincoln operating normally at the sea. In fact, the photo suggested that the warship was intact and continuing its mission, in fact, directly challenging the narrative that it had suffered a direct hit. But to understand why this matters, you have to look at the bigger picture. The waters around Strait of Hormuz have become a geopolitical pressure point right now. The US regularly deploys carrier strike groups over there to protect the shipping routes and deter the threats, while Iran views the presence of these massive warships near its border as a show of force. Then in response, Tehran has spent years developing anti-ship missiles. In fact, fast attack boats, naval drones, and coastal defense systems designed specifically to counter large US vessels. This means every claim, every video, every statement quickly turns into a strategic message. Iran wants to show that it can challenge American naval dominance in the region. The US wants to demonstrate that its forces remain safe and fully operational. So, here is what we are witnessing. It may not be just a military story. It is also an information war. Missiles, warships, viral videos, competing narratives, all at the same point. And the bigger question now is this: is it a real strike, or perhaps a warning, or simply just a propaganda in the escalating standoff between Iran and the US?